The richest shoe deals in the NBA. The NBA is full of sports' loudest personalities. Something about the style and finesse of basketball's greatest superstars makes them larger than life. On the court, these guys display awe-inspiring talents that drop jaws on the floor. Acrobatic dunks and ankle-breaking crossovers earn these guys millions of dollars per season. Fans want to be them, and women want to be with them. Off the court, NBA players have become known for their cutting-edge and trend-setting fashion, particularly their sneakers. Brands such as Nike, Adidas, and other top brands have to duke it out with one another to lock in the NBA's biggest stars into contracts that pay them handsomely for their collaboration projects. Today, we're going to break down NBA players that are currently signed to the richest shoe deals. Lace your sneakers tight, let's get right into it. Russell Westbrook, $11 million per year. Russell Westbrook is one of the most polarizing players in the NBA. He plays with a fierce attitude and an arrogance that draws an unparalleled type of attention to him. When he's playing well, he is one of the league's most loved superstars. When he isn't playing well, his fans are hypercritical of him. Russ doesn't hide. He is unapologetically himself, on and off the floor. He expresses his individuality through fashion. Love it or hate it, Westbrook is one of the most flamboyantly dressed athletes on the planet. After winning the league MVP in 2017, Air Jordan signed him to a massive 10-year shoe contract extension that made him Air Jordan's highest paid athlete outside of MJ himself at the time of the contract. His signature line, Jordan Why Not Zero, is responsible for some of Jordan Brand's most chic new designs. Giannis Antetokounmpo, $12 million per year. The Greek freak has stormed onto the scene as one of the NBA's all-time greatest players and international superstars. On the court, Giannis is one of the most physically imposing forces the NBA has ever seen. He has physical gifts that make him look like he's from another planet. He's earned multiple MVPs and a league championship, all before his 30th birthday. Off the court, fans love Giannis for his humility and authenticity. He still approaches the media and his fans with the same gratitude and appreciation that helped guide him into the league. In 2017, Giannis had his Nike deal upgraded to approximately $10 million per season, and it's continued to climb since then. His line of Air Zoom Freaks came out with a unique collaboration project with the card game Uno in 2019. He's quoted saying, "I want every product to be genuine and authentic, and playing Uno with my brothers is a big part of our lives." Dwayne Wade, $12 million per year. Even though D-Wade is retired, he has a shoe deal in place that still keeps him ranking on the chart of the NBA's richest shoe deals. The shooting guard, known as Flash, had a laid-back personality off the floor, but was a lethal competitor on the floor. He earned the respect of his peers and fans by winning 3 championships throughout celebrated Hall of Fame-worthy NBA career. Wade originally signed a shoe deal with Converse, which falls under the Nike brand umbrella. He then shifted over to Air Jordan before leaving Nike entirely in 2012 by signing a shoe deal with a Chinese apparel company called Li Ning. It was a risky move because Li Ning had not launched a project that was within the realm of brands like Nike and Adidas. However, they offered Wade considerably more money than Nike, as well as the opportunity to be the chief brand officer of the company. Wade said in 2012, "I was able to see how Michael went from being a great player to taking his legacy from what he's done in basketball and having it live on for so many years. I had an unbelievable opportunity here to try and follow in similar footsteps, but in a different capacity, hopefully." Wade truly struck gold with Li Ning. His Way of Wade line has become one of the best performing sneaker lines worldwide, and he earned himself a healthy lifetime contract extension in the year 2018. Now players such as Jimmy Butler, Fred VanVleet, D'Angelo Russell, and CJ McCollum all compete under the Ni Ling label. Zion Williamson, $15 million per year. Zion proved himself to be a gifted specimen early in life. In high school, the 6'6" forward had already gone viral on social media due to the spectacular air and acrobatics that made him the most hyped-up dunker since the great Vince Carter. He committed to Duke, where his stardom continued to soar. By the time Williamson was drafted by the New Orleans Pelicans, every single shoe brand wanted a piece of him. Air Jordan ended up winning the bidding war with a 5-year deal worth $75 million. The contract immediately made him Air Jordan's highest paid athlete and also set the record for the biggest shoe contract a rookie ever signed in NBA history on a per-year basis. "I feel incredibly blessed to be a part of the Jordan brand family," Williamson said in a statement. "Since I was a kid, I dreamed of making it to the league and having the type of impact on the game Michael Jordan had and continues to have today. He was one of those special athletes I looked up to, and I really can't express how happy and excited I am for this journey." James Harden, $15 million per year. The Beard signed a 13-year, $200 million shoe extension with Adidas in 2015. The deal made Harden the highest-paid NBA player under the Adidas label in NBA history. Adidas has been successful in the past with players such as Derrick Rose and Tracy McGrady, but were seeking a new face for their NBA line. Harden had the stardom and the swagger that Adidas was looking for, so they made sure to lock him into a very long-term deal. His designs have been criticized for looking clunky and ugly, but Harden doesn't care. He's laughing straight to the bank with one of the biggest endorsement checks in the history of the NBA. Kobe Bryant, $16 million per year. The late and great Mamba still earns his family an incredible amount of wealth, even from his grave. His shoe deal with Nike earned him $16 million per season before he passed away, and the contract extended past the time of his death into 2021. Though Kobe isn't topping the list of highest paid shoe contracts, his line offers the most worn shoes by NBA players in the game. So one could argue that the technology in the shoe is actually more geared for performance than fashion. After the expiration of Bryant's shoe deal, his wife Vanessa proudly announced an extension on his behalf. Nike is donating 100% of the net proceeds yearly for Gianna's shoes to our Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation, Vanessa Bryant wrote. "I'm also grateful that Nike and I will work together to establish a youth basketball center in Southern California that will share the Mamba mentality with youth athletes for generations to come." The partnership would have made Kobe extremely proud. Stephen Curry, $20 million per year. Chef Steph Curry doesn't only cook on the basketball court, he's also got a smoking hot endorsement deal with Under Armour. Curry has become the poster boy for perfection in the NBA, an undersized babyface guard coming out of a mid-major school that no one expected to roast the NBA. He is a true underdog story that has earned himself the love of fans around the world with his MVPs and championship rings that rank him amongst the all-time elites. The sharpshooter decided to ditch Nike in 2013 for a deal with Under Armour that pays him $20 million per year through the year 2024. Nasty, right? Apparently this is just the beginning though for this partnership. Reports have been confirmed that at the expiration of Curry's current contract, he is expected to sign a lifetime deal with Under Armour for $1 billion. Jeez, talk about set for life. Kevin Durant, $30 million per year. Love him or hate him, KD has put himself in situations to be extremely successful. Some criticize him for his lack of loyalty, but that same cutthroat, me-first attitude has guided him through one of the most decorated careers in NBA history. League championships, MVPs, and scoring titles are all on Durant's resume, whether you like it or not. What is also on his resume is one of the most massive endorsement deals in NBA history. Kevin Durant signed a 10-year, $300 million contract with Nike following his NBA MVP season in 2014. Since entering the league, he has released 13 different signature sneakers under the KD label. His shoes are geared towards both fashion and performance, but are actually more affordable than the designs released by most of his peers. He keeps his shoes in a lower price point, so he can cater to a wider range of demographics as opposed to targeting high-income earners. His deal also includes a clause that pays him $50 million the day he retires, whether or not he is still under Nike's label. LeBron James, $32 million per year. Of all active players, the King James takes the cake with the highest paid endorsement deal in the NBA. In high school, LBJ was already labeled as the second coming of Michael Jordan. A huge bidding war broke out for his services before he played his first game. Reebok actually made the biggest offer to him at $110 million over 10 years. However, the contract included a clause that restricted LeBron from signing with Nike or Adidas at the end of his contract. Instead, the 18-year-old opted to sign a 7-year, $87 million contract with Nike. The deal is the highest total dollar that any rookie has ever signed for. In 2015, King James extended with Nike, signing a lifetime deal that would pay him over $1 billion total. It is reported that he receives checks for approximately $32 million per year to supplement his luxurious lifestyle. Michael Jordan, $150 million per year. Of course, the greatest player of all time is also the highest earner. MJ is the father of Nike sub-brand Air Jordan. The company still sells Jordan's designs, but also has signed other NBA players under their label, including Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, and now Zion Williamson. Michael receives a 5% royalty on every piece of Jordan apparel sold. That's insane. In 2021, Air Jordan reported $4.7 billion in revenue. Not only is Michael Jordan the highest earning NBA player, he is actually the wealthiest athlete to ever play in any sport. Forbes reported his net worth at $1.6 billion. Could you imagine? What would you do with that type of wealth? Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to our channel if you want to watch more videos like this.